What is good, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode. Today we're continuing our series to unlocking every single gun blueprint there is in Warzone, whether that be Modern Warfare, Cold War, Vanguard, or whichever Call of Duty integrates Warzone. It's in the game, we unlock it, we show you guys everything that has to do with it, how to unlock it, and all the attachments to it. Now today's topic is going to be a pretty old gun. It's one of a few years ago. This was back in Modern Warfare, so as you can tell, it's already quite a few years old, but it was notable. It was notable. I mean, this gun we're going to be talking about is the I mean, this gun, not a lot of people used it. At some point, it was used a tiny bit, but it was always very bad regarding Warzone. Of course, in multiplayer it wasn't too bad, but in Warzone it was pretty bad. Usually, it's the gun that you would, at some point, of course, you would land with in BR when you had no other weapon, especially towards the end of the circles. But it got replaced with the striker and all that a few years after. But yeah, it remained a very weak gun, except the multiplayer, which was pretty good. And but yeah, so as you can see, it's a Season 6 pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone, so it's already a few years old, as I mentioned earlier. But it is a legendary blueprint, and it is noteworthy to talk about this weapon. Now, it's called the Slipper Clutch. Let's take a look at it. Here it is. Aesthetic-wise, it's not too bad. The color's a bit weird, but I don't know, some people might like it. As far as attachments are, or actually how to unlock it first. Now the only way you could unlock this is through leveling up your battle pass. So unfortunately, if you're joining the game much later than Modern Warfare, of course, which you are, then you won't be able to unlock this specific blueprint. Now, I'm going to give you guys attachments, as you can see on the screen, in case you want to replicate it, or in case this gun becomes OP someday or becomes grand loot and you're wondering what the attachments are. Well, here they are. You have the 407mm lightweight barrel, the operator foregrip for the underbarrel, the stippled grip tape for the rear grip, the Forge Tac CQB comb for the stock, and the sleight of hand perk for the perk. Now, I'm not too sure if these perks make a huge difference in Warzone or not, but of course in multiplayer they do. So maybe if you're playing multiplayer a few years after, maybe you weren't really into Call of Duty and all of a sudden you're into Call of Duty and you want to level up everything. Of course, you're going to get the game at a cheap price a few years after. But if you're a completionist, that doesn't matter. As long as you get it, as long as you unlock it, that's all that matters. Now, as long as you're having fun, of course, that's what it matters too. So these are the items for this gun. You can replicate whenever you want. If you have any other questions regarding this gun or any other gun, do not hesitate to let me know. I'll show you guys the HD 3D cutscene for this weapon blueprint, and then we'll talk a bit more about it. Alright, now, as I mentioned earlier, the only way you can unlock it is if you had the game back when in Modern Warfare time and you were playing with the Battle Pass Season 6. Again, there's always a tiny, very, very tiny chance of you unlocking this seasons later, is if it makes its way into the Blueprint Blitz event. I know Call of Duty did that like one or twice, but I'm not too sure if this is going to come back or not. But basically, in Warzone, you have a Blueprint Blitz event. I have a video on that specifically in my channel. If you're interested, let it. Take a look at it. But the main theme is that you have a chance to unlock 11 of previous season's most famous or most sought after blueprints through, of course, doing a few contracts. I explain everything in the video. But basically, I show you guys how to get not only 11, but sometimes 15 to 20 different blueprints from previous seasons' most wanted or most sought after guns. So that could be interesting, especially if you want to do the collection of all the single guns. But yeah, otherwise, there isn't really any other way you can unlock this. But yeah, I give you guys attachments. You can replicate it. Alright guys, if you have any other questions regarding this blueprint or any other blueprint, don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. I will get back to you guys as quick as possible. I'll leave you guys with a few kill footage for you guys to enjoy a bit of death around the corner, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Thanks for tuning in, and have fun.
ID on the mountain target. Sort them out. Friendly UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Be advised, enemy team is tracking your location. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Taking hits. They're costing me. Got contact. Mark the target location. Got contact.
Target is down.
AT mine primed.
Friendly bomb drone activated. Precision airstrike inbound.
Locate the bounty contract.
Our team is halfway to victory. Keep up the good work.
Airstrike, you are cleared hold.
This is Tracker 3-1, good copy. Strike inbound. Flag, good kill.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Setting explosive. Stun grenade out. How about we walk this off?
Enemy HVT, you've been eliminated.
Stun grenade out.
Let's take it out. Our high ground target. Don't protect them. Enemies have taken out one of our high-value targets.
Stun grenade out. Throwing frag.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Wait, that's the second activated. Let's take it out. Our high-value target.
AT mine primed.
UAV overhead. Hunter. An ally might not be so lucky next time.